Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Relationship Wednesdays right here on KTN Life and Style. And our topic today is all around domestic violence and why spouses choose to stay in abusive relationships. We've been spearheading this conversation with Dr. Ndirito, JB Masanduku, and my lovely co-host Susan. And if you're just joining us, first of all, the show started at 7, but I'm going to be your friend and
give them a recap.
Yeah, just a recap, yeah? So we've talked about domestic violence in general, and we've discussed the causes and the reasons why people choose to stay. We've had people say what they had to say on the streets. We've had your comments on social using the hashtag KTN Life and Style. We've identified even solutions for the abusers because, yes, some of them can actually get help. I also wanted to understand when you are giving solutions to people getting direct contact with counselors and psychologists and therapists. And I was just thinking about it. Some of the people who endure abuse, and for most, and some of those who actually end up dying, I mean the femicide issues and whatever, when you look at their financial background, it's not, you know, all strong. That. So it's that one of maybe the reason why some people don't actually go to counselors is because they think it's expensive. And that's why we see some of them going to churches instead because you don't have to pay anything. To your priest or to your evangelist or whatever. But then I'm thinking again, are there churches that already have a connection to counselors, or is it something that we should have introduced? Because we need to also look at, I mean, counseling is not cheap.
No, it's not
cheap. Yeah.
It's not. And right now, we know every PGH, you know, provisional, oh my goodness, in every level 5
Yes.
hospital, every county hospital, there are free services for counseling for gender issues. I think they call it the youth and gender. They have a clinic that you can go for any kind of counseling, and it's free. I know in PGH, in KNH, Kenyatta, they do have a really good counseling program there. I know Nairobi Women's, they have that, and they offer that for free for women or men who are
for Nairobi Men's Hospital.
For victims. And then even as counselors who are private, we also offer pro bono services for free. If somebody calls me and says, hey, I'm in an abusive relationship, I've just been sexually violated, you know, sexual violence, I don't charge for that. I give you at least 2 sessions of free counseling so that we can get to walk through that. And I have done hours and hours of free counseling. Also on social media, you know, on WhatsApp, I do that quite a bit. So don't not seek help because you think you can't afford it. And and I'm going to say again, look up www.vunjakimia.com. That's Dr. Shako's website, and you will find all kinds of referral sources, and go there. Befrienduskenya.com. That's another source of psychological help that you can go. I think they have a call line. Then 1195 is the number, the government number that you can call for free services, and for somebody, a counselor, to talk you through, especially if you are actually in that situation. And I know when it is a situation where you need help, they will even send an ambulance to come and get you and bring you to Nairobi Women's. So don't be, so I say that number again, 1195. Yeah, call that number.
Baba unaweza call, by the
way.
Yes,
that is the gender-based violence number that you can call, and it's toll free, and you can get the help that you need. So watu wasinyamaze tu. Now, churches, I partner with several churches. In my own church, I offer free counseling on Wednesdays for our members.
Amazing.
On Wednesdays, I'm there from 10 until, you know, but people need to kind of call me and let me know, and because plan. I'm not gonna go and sit there and wait. But we churches are doing that. Mavuno Church, I know they do that. Sitam They have completely free counseling that they have professional counselors that do that as a ministry of the church. So yes, churches are doing a lot of work. They are recognizing that some of these cases we do need professional people who are trained, people who have the skills to do counseling, professional counseling, so that their members can be able to get the help that they need.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like if I were a counselor, I'd need another counselor to counsel.
Yes, of course.
I think most counselors
seek
to
counselors.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Every
most
counselor
counselors
should
see
have their
counselors.
own counselor.
Yeah.
And I will say, even for you guys who are in professional spaces, please make it one of the things that you do. Every quarter, go find your own personal counselor that you process things. Because a lot of us who are out in the spaces, in public spaces, people expect us to always look good and look great and feel great. So it's good. It's good for us to also know that mentally and psychologically we need to offload and to download and to declutter. And having a session with a counselor once every 3 months is good. It's not a lot of money.
Na umesema hapo kwanza Wednesday ni free.
Kwa church. Ukikuja kwa church utanipata hapo. I'll be glad to do that. I give 2 sessions for free. But when I charge, I charge half price because of the fact that the church has allowed me to do that.
Okay. And how else can people find you?
You can find me on 0707 584830. You can WhatsApp me, or Grace Karaoke _Nderito on Facebook, and GK Nderito on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on those spaces, and you can listen to me on Radio Aumini on Wednesday mornings.
Oh, really?
So today I took a break from there.
We appreciate it.
Thank
so
you.
much.
I had to see your lovely faces again.
Oh,
Niko na
yay.
swali. You have been talking about femicide. Hiyo ni ya mama na ya baba?
Ndio tumesema lazima
Tutauliza watu.
Ama ya baba ni homicide. My homie my homie amepigwa my homie.
It technically is what? See, a homicide or murder, but it's like anyone kills. Femicide is really gender-based specifically. So we need a word for gender-based murder just for men. JB, where can people find you?
Social media, at JB Masanduku, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. JB Masanduku.
I want to ask a particular question where you talked about how the abuser can change, whether it's a man or a woman. But I have a question. Do you have to be, as a victim, there where the change is happening, or do you advise people to leave as that person goes through their change?
Now, I will say if it is safety first. So if you're normally what happens, the abuser will want the person to come back. Right? And so I will say, while he's getting help, please stay in a safe, he or she. While the person is getting help, stay in a safe place and allow the person to go through their own healing, but also do couples therapy. Do not, because some of these issues, like now when we were watching Mweni, it's about communication, so over time you're not communicating, you're not saying how you are feeling, and so these feelings are building up over time, and then one day nimekuja tu hakuna kitu, hatujakosana for anything na umenikata mikono yati leo ni siku yako ya kukufa. So there are people who are not communicating, and that is the melancholics. They tend to hold things inside, and then one day what happens is that they get themselves triggered, and we see all this violence happening. So
We should be on the lookout for the telltale signs.
Yes, it's important to do that, and I want to say that depression plays a big role. Now, let me just say this: the young people, the dating scene has changed a lot.
Yes,
so I got asked the question: why do men send women money to come over, and the woman uses the money na harukuji?
Yes.
That is new to me. In our day, that never used to
People
happen.
use
Tunatumiwa. Kama unataka kuona chali yako, wewe uende. Ama those days we never, good girls didn't go to boys' places. Mnakutana Uhuru Park. Ama mnakutana nini Wimpy.
Yes, Wimpy.
Mnaenda Wimpy kukula chips na burger. So when I was asked that question, let me end by saying this. part of the reason why we are having young people in their 20s having the most abusive relationships right now, and that's where it's starting and then it grows, is because we have thrown away self-respect and dignity. So if you, JB, sends me money for a booty call, that's what I call it, and then I don't send back you, I don't come, and I don't send you back
the money.
me, I'm saying, my daughter, return the money. It is not yours. Na lakini mimi sikumuuliza, yeye alinitumia
Hold
tu.
on. There was a case. No, guys, there was a case because I had this discussion.
Yes.
Where people were saying, and I like that initially when we started at 7, you said when it comes to abuse, it's a power and control thing. And money has a lot of power and control in it. But now there was a case early in 2009. I wish I could remember the girl's name. I can't remember. She sent the money back and she was still thuped and almost killed.
Yes.
So it's that thing of
but
power
I will
and
still do
control.
the right thing.
Yeah.
I will still do the right thing.
Yeah.
That send back the money. It's not yours. And you guy who is sending money expecting for the girl, because I asked what is the problem, and I was told because the girl doesn't want to have sex, and she knows when the money is sent, she has to go over to his place, and there will be sex involved. And so she
that's
doesn't
controlling
go.
man.
It's already controlled.
That's what I'm saying. So over time,
It depends. For real.
so
for real.
over time, if you continue to take that which is not yours and keep it, somebody will feel that they are entitled to punish you. Umekuwa unanidanganya, but your case of saying, lakini mimi sikukuambia unitumie, ulinitumia and I didn't have gas, so mimi nikanunua gas. Ukanitumia, nilikuwa sina tokens, nikanunua tokens. But that money was not for that. You see, that is the society that we are living in, where we are using stuff that is not yours. Corruption. You know, money does not belong. In a day, unatumwa duka, ukipitia pale unaona shilingi 5 kwa floor, unakuja nayo kwa njia. Madhe anakuambia umetoa wapi?
Enda urudishe
hapo. Why? Because it does not belong to you, and even if you don't know who it belongs to, because there is a kid who will get home, wapi change, ambiwe rudia kwa barabara mpaka uipate.
But does that mean that our parents are failing and that's why we no longer return fares? Because you guys just to return.
Our phones will start ringing right now. Our parents are failing.
We are in a dispensation now where we feel entitled to everything.
Yeah.
So it's my right. We are becoming more and more selfish as a society, and we are not thinking about. So first of all, you guy who is sending that girl money, did you ask her first?
Yeah, if I should send you money.
I want to see you.
That thing of by force.
You communicate for what purpose?
For what purpose? And define this relationship. And I know you guys are in a different, there is a different.
We don't like labels.
Yeah, I know all of that. And we don't like to have these boundaries. And so we are free for free.
And people don't want to commit as well.
Yeah,
but I think people need to realize why those
open
boundaries
relationships.
are there.
But let me tell you something. Human nature is human nature. It doesn't matter where in our society we are.
Yeah.
We all want to be loved, to be known, and to be exclusive. I want to be your special person. And no matter how much I say, oh, me, I don't like it. No, inside you, you want to belong, and you want to be special. Yeah. So if you are cheating and I am cheating, we are going to fight about that.
And then there's someone on Twitter, Hatuwezi Fanana. Wow, people are so creative. Hatuwezi Fanana says, narcissistic women can break down any man who has empathy without even lifting a finger.
Yes.
True.
Because women naturally, first of all, they're labeled the best cheaters because women can multitask.
Yes.
So a woman can multitask on seeing what your response is going to be and me working
and
towards.
know how to finish.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then,
can we have parting shots from you guys? Of course, today's topic has been extremely sensitive. For anyone who is watching, I hope you weren't triggered. And if you were, like she said, do seek help. Lisa, the government number is 1195.
Yes.
And there are several websites like B.
Befrienders
Befrienders
and www.vunjakimia.com.
Right.
Yeah, Dr. Shackles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So parting shot, JB, when it comes to domestic violence, what do you want people to remember?
Yes, I've learned that if you fall in love, you have to stand up and bounce. So penda pole pole. Yeah, do
Anguka
relationship
na plan.
counseling. Yes, anguka na plan. Pole pole. Also kutuma fair, you communicate and it's corruption. But the most important thing, of course, speak out. Let's stop labeling guys who are being beaten or rather abused as weak, or speak out, maze. Be a man. Be a man. Speak out and seek help.
I
And
love
let's
that.
love one another.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. My parting shot would be to our society: please, let's stop stigmatizing abused individuals. Let's seek help. Let them know that we understand, we hear them, and we want to support them. And let's lead them to places where they can find help. It's nobody's fault. Let's not blame anybody. Let's reach out and help people.
Okay.
I love that.
Well, huge shout out and massive thank you to JB Masanduku and Dr. Grace Nderetu. They have been with us for these 2 hours, not talking about the funnest topic in the world, but they've been extremely helpful. Now on to more fun things. We have Laura Mbatha, who's going to take us through tonight on KTN what to expect on her show, on eCurve, and all the great events that she has been up and about in the beginning of this new year. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Susan. Thank you so much. And I feel like it was a heavy discussion, but everyone at home who's going through this has found help. So it's a happy day for everyone. What do you think? I feel like that's what you guys got out of it. But of course, if you're looking to find some entertainment tonight, just after you have been relieved of your pressures, you have so much to look forward to tonight on KTN. And of course, we are starting off with My Two Wives, and it is 2020, and this is a name I can live without. But of course, I cannot live without the drama. I am talking about Zach from My Two Wives. Of course, this is a date gone wrong, and there's so much drama, and he is always at the center of the drama. This is what to expect on My Two Wives tonight.
Thank you. He's so funny.
No, he's not funny.
Can you have dinner with me tonight?
No, don't say that.
What?
What? I'm sorry. It's getting to my head.
Hey there.
Kuna happen nini leo?
Ni kukuwa too prepared just in case my future husband had decided kutoke from nowhere.
Please, receive the token of my love for you.
All right, that was My Two Wives, and Zach always in the middle of any kind of drama on eCurve. It's a bit different. It is January, and of course, they nicknamed it in January for a reason. There weren't that many events, but we are going to talk to you about how to go about having the biggest, the most successful event of the year. And we sit down with the heads of big PR companies, event organizing companies, and of course, I will have an interview with the amazing Robina Kenya on her new music, Kiboko. This is eCurve.
This week on eCurve,
Do not delegate and bounce to go sit in VIP.
we do it a little bit different and talk to the event gurus in the industry, not forgetting to serve you with some hot tea on our e-news segment.
Do the music, don't get into drugs.
And on the hot seat, we talk to the talented Robina. If you miss it, then you will be definitely missing out.
And of course, at the risk of missing out, you do not want to be part of that team that does not watch eCurve tonight. And that is from 10:15 p.m. only on KTN Home, with, of course, me, Laura Mbatha, and Violet Sangina giving you the best of entertainment.
Thank you so much, Laura.
Thank you, Laura.
And thank you to our audience for having us this morning. It was such a blast. I've learned so much. I feel like I'm finally ready to meet the one.
Oh, yeah?
May you not be a narcissist, though. Because I cannot handle everything we've broken down
like,
today.
no, Staki, no, Staki.
No. And a big shout out, of course, to Dr. Grace Nderetu and JB Masanduku. Such a lovely panelist, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you to my lovely co-host.
Thanks, man. Guys, keep talking to us the whole day. Just because we're done doesn't mean that the conversation is over. So keep using the hashtag KTN Life and Style. You can talk to me directly as well at @sroge_ on Twitter and Surah Comment. That's my name on Facebook and Instagram. And I will reiterate the government number that we were told that you can call for all gender-based violence, which is 1195 1195.
And you can also find me on Instagram at @Nixie. I do respond to DMs, by the way. And you can also find me on Twitter at @nmete. Until next Wednesday, thank you and stay sane.